All right, ladies and gentlemen. So Saturn transit in Aquarius, and we'll be doing from Leo to Pisces today. So we'll try and cover all the lagnas, quickly. So we'll begin with the Simha Lagna. So Leo rising. Let me open my PL9 and we'll take up a chart and then we'll stay. I would need a lot of your inputs as well, because I would want each one of you to participate, because we already done our 3 hours of discussion on 4 lagnas, and now we can see quickly we can and if you have given your name, you can calculate your sampat, vipat and so on, the navtara, so that it can help us to understand that what nakshatra, what planet is Mangal for you, what is Rahu for you, and what is Jupiter for you. All right, so let me hit the software here, and Maninder, why don't you share your details? So I'll just type here money, MONI, and what are your details, Maninder?
24th of May 1988.
The 4th of May 1988 and
12:10 noon.
It's 12:10 p.m. Okay, and the place is
Ganganagar, Shri Ganganagar.
Oh, that's Rajasthan.
Rajasthan, Shri Ganganagar.
Okay, so it's Shri Ganganagar. Okay, Shri Ganganagar.
SRI.
Oh, you mean the Sri?
Yeah. SRI.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we see his chart. He's a Simha Lagna, and Chandra is in the Lagna itself. Okay, and so Saturn for Simha Lagna is a Marak Graha. First observation. It's not a favorable planet, and he has his Antradasha of Saturn going on. That's another observation. And it's going to travel, it's going to transit over his 7th house. His Janma Nakshatra is Purva Falguni, which is the Venus, nakshatra. So tell me, what is the Dhanishta for him here in the Mars? What is Dhanishta for him? So based on the Navtara system, okay. So these 3 nakshatras here, right? What are the category of these? So what is the Dhanishta for you, Maninder? You there?
Shema.
Okay.
It's Shema for me.
Okay.
It's Shema for me.
Shema. And obviously, Rahu, it's going to be a troublemaking scenario for you here, right? So it is going to be Pratyari. Okay, Rahu, and then it is going to be Sadhaka, which is the Jupiter for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have Mars. Please, guys, mute yourself, everyone. I would appreciate. Someone who wants to answer can speak. Appreciate that. Thank you. And so, what is going to be active? First, Mars is in the 7th house. Okay. So what do you consider Mars in the 7th house? Who's going to tell me this? And it's in the Satabisha nakshatra of Rahu itself, conjunct Rahu as well. So it's a loose conjunction. So one thing is for sure, the 7th house is going to be activated. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and Guruji, it is NKS also, the Mars in the NKS position.
Yeah, so it says Marankan Sthana, but that's okay. So what is 7th house, by the way? So 7th house is the house of association. 7th house is also house of income, right? He needs to be very careful when it comes to his work, his financial income. I would feel Mars is a desire, right? Mars is the strongest desire that one can have in the chart. And what I believe is he can lose the desire to work. Somehow you would have a frame of mind where you can feel little scattered, and the passion, or you need a guru to tell you that, hey, start working, otherwise there'll be a problem. So do you think that from last couple of weeks, did you think that you lost your passion, or there's some feeling of not working or something like that?
Yeah, there's a disconnect like that. It's happening for last.
Can you elaborate that disconnect to everyone, please?
So that disconnect is like, you're trying to find, it's like, why am I doing this? This doesn't kind of relate, or what is the higher reason of doing it? You keep on thinking on those terms. It's like, should I be doing this? Should I be doing something else? You just keep asking your question.
And you're talking this about your regular job.
Yeah.
That you've been doing for years,
11,
right?
Yeah, 11 years.
For 11 years that you're doing job, and now you're thinking in this time that why you're doing this.
Yeah.
See, that's where you start thinking. And you know what? I must tell you a very, very strange phenomena that I have observed in last couple of weeks. Every planet, you see that planet has the Saptam Drishti. That's what you think, most of the planets. But there is something known as Kona Drishti for each planet. That each planet, every single planet has a Kona Drishti. So what is a Kona Drishti? 5 and 9. Imagine Saturn, imagine Mangal or Saturn sitting here. So if Mars is sitting here, right? So what are the Drishtis for Mars? Right? 4, 7, and 8. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is the work. 7 is the Lagna, and 8 is the Dvitiya Bhava, the second house. But I must tell you one thing, that Mars will also affect the 11th house and the 3rd house as well. Why? Because this is also known as Kona Drishti. Imagine yourself that you are here. Just imagine yourself that you are Mars and you are standing here. If you look exactly towards the 7th house, don't you think, imagine yourself looking exactly opposite to you, towards your left and towards your right, at least you will have 50% vision or a drishti. Yes or no? Right? So every planet will have a Kona Drishti. That is why when you have one planet in the Trikona, that will affect the entire Trikona, 159. If you have planet in the 5th house, it's going to influence the 9th house and the 1st house as well. If you do the mantra for a planet in the 5th house, your Lagna as well as the 9th house will also be rectified. Remember this. So what is happening here? The desire is going to expand. Okay, his desire is expanding, and it is not a good idea to expand the desire. He wants to do something big in these days, but what is the ideal thing? The ideal thing is that first he should at least take care of his job, regular job. Very, very important for him, because if he diverts from there, it's going to be a problem. The second thing is about Rahu. You see, Rahu for him is not favorable here. When honestly speaking, Rahu in the 7th house can give you an extreme delay in marriage. But then once you get married, you got to be very careful, when it comes to marriage. Although, the Rahu nakshatra here in Aquarius for him is also not favorable, right? So when Saturn enters here, Moninder, you can start thinking, you can have the same feeling for the marriage as well, for the association as well. So you've got to be thinking, you have to stay strong and keep the willpower, right, for your marriage as well, especially, when Saturn enters into Satabisha. very, very important for you, right? Because it is the 7th house, it is Rahu is there, and it is Pratyari, and there's an Angarak Yoga being made here, and so many other things. So you will be in some illusion here with regards to your life partner, towards your marriage and everything. And when it comes to Saturn in the nakshatras of Jupiter, suddenly your 9th house will be evoked, and there can be a long distance travel again, right? You can come to India somewhere in the end of 25, beginning of 25, or end of 2024. You can have a long visit happening, right? That's another thing that can happen to you over here. So there will be this Atma Karak thing. There'll be settlement of a thing that can be seen. You've got to be really careful with your mother's health, or anyone who's like elderly, figure in your life. You got to be careful with that. And because of her, there can be a visit, a long distance visit. Anyone else who would like to give any, inputs here?
Guruji, I have just one question. Since you have stated that we also should consider the Kona Drishti. So should this be only applicable during the transit like evaluation, or should it be considered in regular like while reading the chart in a simple way as well?
Everywhere. Everywhere. Be it the regular chart, be it the transit. So the Kona Drishti is like everywhere.
Got it. Guruji.
Okay. So
Guruji,
that's
I was talking to
sure, please. Yes, Parul.
I was talking to Maninderji, and we were discussing about his Saturn Drishti. He
Yeah.
actually got his like citizenship also. So if you see the 4th Lord Mars is like also because of it's getting activated. So
Yeah.
it gave him like that.
Yeah, he told
Like
me.
we
He
assumed that
spoke
would be
to
the
me
case.
last week, and he said that next week he'll get that. So that's another event that has happened. The 4th house thing, the permanent settlement. But you know what? This is something. The permanent settlement has to be coming from the 12th house. So it has to be coming from the 12th house. And his Mars, when it got active, because of this, is also having a Rashi Drishti, isn't on the 12th house. Is it there? Come on. Is there a Rashi Drishti of Mangal on his 12th house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see? So that's where the things are getting activated again, right? And he got this is another observation. See, we never know, what is happening in somebody's life. It is like, you have to understand the situational based. If he would have asked me that, can I get my PR or citizenship in this? Of course, the answer is yes. And he has this burning desire to get it, because Mars is also Lord of the Dagda Rashi. Right? So that is also done. And because of his citizenship, he can also file the papers for his spouse. He can file the papers for his spouse. So he can start the proceedings so that the spouse can come from India to wherever he is. Right. So are you filing the papers for your spouse as well, Maninda?
Yeah, will be in a week or so.
See, you see,
Yeah.
because that citizenship is going to do something for the spouse as well. That's going to benefit the spouse as well. The expansion of partnership, Shema, right? So people would start coming and living. So that's another thing that will be happening. Right? That's, yeah. And also, there's a beautiful thing somebody wrote, is that Shashankji, he's also a direct Mars Drishti on the Lord of the 12th house. So there has to be a 12th house Lord connection here. Yes, Vivekji.
Yeah, Guruji, one more thing here. Like if we see the Venus degree, this degree is exactly matching with the Mars. And the
Almost.
nakshatra is also Rahu. So
Yes.
same nakshatra. So this means the 11th bhava will also be activated.
Of
by this.
course. And also Venus is the wife,
Yeah.
the
Yes. Right.
spouse.
Yes.
right? And the activation of spouse is happening. So if he'll ask me, he said, Guruji, if I apply the papers, will she get the visa? What is the answer?
Yes.
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 The answer is simply yes. So you have to see the Kal Patra thing. What is the question? What is going in the life? Now that's how you look at certain things. Right? That's how a transit is. Okay, but what is the feedback to you, Maninder? 2 feedbacks. Please do not divert yourself from your regular job. Just keep yourself motivated. And do not think, when Saturn transits in Satabisha, why did you get married? Was it really necessary and all that? Because it will make you think, and that will be the most foolish thing that you can do in your life. Okay, don't just try to reevaluate yourself. Done cannot be undone. Done is done. Take it positively and also have a lot of willpower to sustain in the relationship. There can be some awkward conversations or arguments during this period, so be very careful. Okay, right? And also Saturn from here is also going to aspect your 4th house, from the Graha Drishti, which is again, Saturn in the 4th house aspect, or Saturn present in the 4th house is like you dirty the Jal Tattva. Okay, 4th house is basically Jala, basically the prime base. So when you have Saturn Drishti or Saturn in the 4th house, it is like the emotions for the family or for having a good married life. It's like closure of the heart chakra for some time. It's like closure of the heart chakra. So you've got to be careful here with this transit, Maninder. You've got to be careful, especially when it comes to the personal life. Okay, right? Okay. That was for the Simha Lagna. So let's see who's got for the Virgo. So let me see the survey. What names do we have for the Virgo? We've got Poonamji, we've got Vivekji, we've got Naina Chandraji. So I think we can I think 10. Do we have Naina here? Naina?
Yes, sir.
Because she was the one who got it first. So where do we have Naina? So just say hi. Okay, Naina is here. Okay, Naina, can we take your chart?
Yeah, sure, sir.
So you can go on YouTube, right? That's okay.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
All right. So, Naina, could you please share your birth details?
Yeah, so it's 3rd May 1992.
3rd of May 1992. Okay.
3 9 p.m. That is 15:09.
15:09 hours.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And place of birth is Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh.
Okay. What is so special about Jabalpur?
It's for the lakes and for the water bodies around.
You were born there. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Of course, sir. That's the biggest point.
Okay. All right. So, guys, could you please, if you're talking personally, could you please mute yourself? If you're participating, I'm okay. Okay. So we've got Saturn transit happening in the 6th house for her, and Saturn is a friendly planet for her. It's on the Dag Rashi in the natal chart, and she's just come out of the Saturn return, right? And what else can you see here, right? So she was born in the Kritika nakshatra, powerful cutting nakshatra, right? And the Surya. So can you tell me what is Mangala for her? So what is Dhanishta for her? So Shashank is saying Vipat, Shema, and Pratyari. So only the middle part of this transit, when Saturn enters the Satabisha, is going to be fantastic. You got to be careful. Now, what is going to happen here when Saturn is over the Mars? Mars is going to active again the 7th house, Nana, and seventh house is where the income is, the job is, profession is, your spouse is. That's a lot of people say my profession is 10th house, my this, but no. It's the 7th house is the first thing that you look, whether you have that income from that profession. What is the purpose of a profession if you don't have the income? So what you're going through mentally, Nana, at this point of time when it comes to work, do you have distractions?
Yes, I do have distractions. A lot of distractions. I keep on thinking about my future because recently I've started a lot of things. So yahi lagta hai ki, how it's going to be in future, because currently it's just going fine. But yeah, sometimes बहुत ज़्यादा variations आ रहे हैं.
Okay. What else? I mean, and it is Lord of your 3rd and the 8th house as well, right? So I mean, in terms of Jyotisha or practice of occult sciences, do you think there has been gaps and disconnects?
Sir, in occult sciences, yes. From past few months, I've been feeling the distraction कि जितना मैं पहले concentrately पढ़ पा रही थी, अभी इतना नहीं हो पा रहा है due to
Okay.
some certain reasons. Yeah.
All right. And any problem that if do you have younger siblings?
I have an elder sibling.
There's no younger sibling there.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone who wants to give inputs now, come on, guys, participate. What do you think? Who would like to say something about this transit, especially? Yeah.
Guruji,
Sure.
I have one question since you mentioned about the 3rd house. So, despite she not having a sibling for the 3rd house, but there are other things we can see from the 3rd house as well.
Of course,
Won't
tribals and
they,
everything.
yeah, won't be affected, like
Why not?
neighbors, some dispute with the neighbors or anything?
Of course, there can be a dispute with the neighbor. There can be, activation of, small trips. Also, she can get new neighbors. Whenever 3rd house gets active, it's just not the conflict, but you can also have someone who's just shifted in the neighborhood. So that's also seen whenever the 3rd house is active, and there could be beginning of new relationships, new opportunities. Nana, what do you say on this?
Yes, in last 15 days, I have got new neighbor shifting. It's but yes, I've not spoken to the person, but yeah, they have shifted 15 days back.
You know what? The 3rd house, when you talk about neighbors, it is like, when somebody will come, when somebody will shift, that's what happens. You'll find someone new, as your neighbor, as your shoulder. Such things come up, right? So it's just not the fight or the argument. It's just like beginning of a new neighborhood as well. Right? Sunny ji is saying, be careful with partnership involving other people's money. How can you say that, Sunny ji? It's a good thing that you said. Sunny, can you elaborate that, please?
Yeah, so Guruji, 8th house is basically, 2nd house is your money and 8th house is basically what others are giving you.
Yeah.
So there could be a tendency of, since 3rd is actually getting activated, that there may be a tendency to actually start something. That is, you may actually seek investment from others in a partnership business, but that could actually turn out to be not that great.
And
so that's,
especially, that money is whose money, that's the money of your in-laws, the extended family. The primary source of 8th house money is your in-laws or people who really trust you. जो आपको बेटा बेटा बोलते हैं ना, तू मेरा बेटा है, तू मेरी बेटी है, तू मेरी बेटी है, वो जो लोग होते हैं उनका पैसा आप यूज कर लेते हो. आप समझ रहे हो? आप किसी के बेटे बन गए, किसी की बेटी बन गए और उसका सारा पैसा ले लिया. And Sunny ji, that is very much correct. जो लोग आपको पैसा देते हैं, इसका जो सोर्स होता है, वो लोग जो आपको बेटे की तरह ट्रस्ट करते हो, that is the 8th house money. That's the source. There are a lot of people. You may not be a son-in-law, for everyone, but then there are people who consider you like a son, right? And you should be, or consider you like a daughter, right? So you've got to be careful with their investments because it is not going to be a good investment. Basically, it is a vipat nakshatra for you. So it can bring vipatti, for you. The sixth bhava also has BP, Rahu nakshatra, and Rahu in the fourth bhava, in the Mula nakshatra, which has actually destroyed her sixth, house. So Rahu in the Mula has taken care of her all the enemies. You know what? She can never lose in the court. She can never lose in the court. Tell me why. Who will tell me why? Because if there's anything that goes against her legally, she will always win. Right? The enemies will not be able to stand in front of her. Did you had any such experiences, Naina?
Sir, currently it is actually going on. I'm under the separation in my marriage, and
Yep. And
currently
when Saturn enters the Satabisha, you'll be free.
okay.
You'll be free. Done. You'll be free. That is the time frame. You'll be absolutely free. The fourth house Mula Rahu will work for you. You know what is Mula? Mula is going to break everything. It's going to break.
Yeah,
It's going to destroy everything.
it's a destructive energy.
And Rahu is also aspecting your eighth house,
Yes.
right?
From
Which is separation from in-laws now. And it is also where your Atma Karak is getting activated as well. Why? Because wherever your
Third
Atma,
Drishti.
no, not for third, the Mars, just
Mars.
right now.
The Mars,
Wherever your Atma Karak is, you have tragedy of your life in that house. Write this line on a piece of a paper and paste it near your working station. Wherever you have Atma Karak, at least one tragedy of your life will come from that house.
Yeah, it's happened.
For
Guruji,
sure. For sure. You've not experienced it now. Maybe you'll experience it in 5 years, maybe 10 years, but the tragedy will come from that house.
It has already happened, sir, because of this marriage. It's a tragic end of my marriage. So yeah, that has happened.
Yeah, somebody was saying something. I don't know. I think who
yeah,
said?
Guruji, in the last lecture only you said about this concept, like wherever the Atma Karka sits. So I've checked it with few individuals, and they say that even including me, I feel that where my Atma Karka is, I'm constantly thinking about it, and it does affect. So I just have this question, like, is there any remedy for this? Like wherever the Atma Karka is, it constantly bothers us, and it constantly keeps us thinking about that house, things
The
related to
only
that house.
remedy for the Atma Karak is to pray Shiva in the form of Ardhanareshwara. Simple. Simple. Because your Atma has two energies, Shiva and Shakti. What is the sex of the Atma? Neutral. See, what is Atma? Neutral. And when you have a neutral thing to take care of, you have to pray to a deity which is neutral. And he's Ardhanareshwara. So get a photograph of a Ardhanareshwara, have a small lamp, and just sit there and meditate on Ardhanareshwara and do your malas of Om Namah Shivaya or Shivaya Namaha or Namah Shivaya on
Thank you, Guruji.
on the deity of Ardhanareshwara. I hope I'm making some sense to you, ladies and gentlemen. You know, that's the Atma Karak pain can be taken care of by the form of Shiva, which is Ardhanareshwara, Shiva and Shakti. The mantra, you know, one mantra is a Gaura mantra. It's a Shakti mantra. Om Sarva Mangala Mangale Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanotri Ambike Gauri Narayani Namostate. This mantra really helps in your Atma Karak. Why don't you recite behind me? Om Sarva Mangal Mangale Shive
Om
Sarvartha
Sarva Mangala
Sadhike
Mangale Shive Sarvartha Sadhike
Sharanetri Ambike Gauri Sharanetri Ambike Gauri
Sharne
Narayani
Triambake Gauri
Namostate.
Narayani Namostate.
This is the mantra. Do one mala. Imagining the horoscope. Imagine your horoscope. Meditate on where your Atma Karak is and do this one mala. The tragedies of life will go away. It can take care of the tragedies. And
In fact,
sorry.
from last 3 years, it's like a lot of Shiva awakening has happened in me. And the moment I started worshipping Shiva in my life, all the tragic endings have suddenly, given me that power that I'm able to come up from that. And it has provided me, मतलब इतना ज़्यादा अंदर से अब वो दुख नहीं लगता जो मुझे पहले लगता था. And it has certainly happened in last 6 months majorly.
Yeah, because Saturn is going to enter Aquarius. Aquarius is Shiva. One fine day, I'll explain you how Aquarius is Shiva.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Richa ji.
I want to add something.
Sure.
जैसे इनका चार्ट है ना, 6th हाउस में जहाँ पर इनका बीपी है, शतभिषा नक्षत्र में 7.48 डिग्रीज पे,
17.48 डिग्री,
17.48 पर. तो जब सैटर्न इसको क्रॉस करेंगे ना नेक्स्ट ईयर मार्च 24, a major event in her life may happen, जो कि इनकी लाइफ की डायरेक्शन को चेंज कर सकती है.
हाँ, so
और
that
she will
will
be
yeah.
mentally, she will become mentally more stronger than she was.
Absolutely. You know, I honestly tell you, the 6th house transit of Saturn is always good. Forget about a lot of things. It will resolve many disputes, although it can give you certain pain, sort of a pain, but it will resolve, a lot of things for her. See, Rahu is getting active, Jupiter, the 12th, isolation is getting active. 4th and the 7th house is getting, so you are going to get free in this transit, Naina, for sure, especially when Saturn enters the Satabisha. The pain that you're facing from last 3 years will be over. Either you compromise or he compromise, something will happen, and then this shul, the kanta that you have will go out. This will happen for sure. Okay. Anyone else who would like to give any input? Shashank ji, Parul ji, Sunny ji, Nandita ji.
Yeah, Guruji, I was talking about the Jupiter only getting activated. So isolation, meditation, he's going to give discipline in that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, it will get active at the end of the Saturn transit when it comes to Pura Bhadapada. After Saturn.
That's the time after the separation, so she'll feel more meditative. She can go for retreats and all, so that will happen to you. So that will be good thing that will happen. You know what? The Jupiter, as compared to 6, 8, and 12, the severe Jupiter is 8th house Jupiter, and then the 6th house. 12th house Jupiter is where you can get some opportunity to actually rethink on a lot of things that you've done in your past. So that's what Jupiter in the 12th house. I respect the Jupiter in the 12th house more as compared to Jupiter in the 6th or in the 8th, honestly, because the pain people have gone through with Jupiter in the 8th, is unimaginable. If they are not the sadhaks, if they're not the Shiva bhakts, they will face issues in their life, especially the health ones, a lot of health issues.
हम कुछ शेयर करें.
कौन शेयर करना चाहता है? हम
सोनिया.
हाँ, सोनिया जी बोलिए.
सर, 7th लॉर्ड है, दैट इज जुपिटर.
हाँ.
जुपिटर का नक्षत्र है मघा.
हाँ.
केतु.
हाँ.
और सर नवमांश में देखिए केतु 7th लॉर्ड मून के साथ 12th हाउस में, जो कि डिवोर्स या सेपरेशन को शो कर रहा है.
Fantastic. See, another logic. First time सोनिया जी आपने बताया है, and it makes complete sense. And I want you to participate more. Well done.
सर ज्वाइन ही नहीं कर पाती, बहुत मुश्किल से.
अरे नहीं, कुछ मुश्किल नहीं है. We are a family. So आप हिम्मत किया करो. गलत बोलोगे तो क्या होगा? कुछ नहीं होगा. सही बोलोगे, at least you'll start getting confidence. Somebody was saying something else as well.
Of that, what's
Nitya, your voice is breaking. Say that again, please.
can we hear that again?
Can't hear him.
We can't hear you. I'm sorry. I think your mic, maybe you kept your hand on the mic or something.
I said, can we have a
Now
repeat of
we
what-
can hear you. Yes.
Yeah. Can we hear that again from Sonia ji?
Sonia ji, say that again, please.
Seventh lord is Jupiter.
Yeah.
नक्षत्र है मघा. मघा is केतु lord. मतलब मघा का स्वामी केतु. वो नवमांश में सेवंथ लॉर्ड के साथ 12th हाउस में बैठा है, जो कि सेपरेशन और डिवोर्स को शो करता है.
Did you see that? What she is saying is that Jupiter is in the nakshatra of Ketu. Ketu is in the 12th house conjunct the 7th lord of the Navamsh Kundli, which shows the separation of the 7th house in the Navmanch, which is another yoga of divorce or separation.
Ketu represents separation.
Isolation. Ketu.
Isolation.
See, you know what? 99% of the separations, if the divorce cases are going on, will happen in the Ketu Antradasha or Ketu Mahadasha. You see Rahu Ketu coming from 1st by 2025? She'll be
Yes.
completely out of the picture from that person. It is the Ketu Antra or the Ketu Mahadasha. All those people who are listening to this video, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going through a divorce case and you have a Ketu Mahadasha or an Antradasha ahead, it's a good news. It's a good news. You'll be fine. You'll be separated. If you really want a separation, look for a Ketu Antra or a Mahadasha coming. It will give you a separation. You know, Ketu is the reverse gear. It will reverse your life. Simple. You go back and think what was right, what was wrong. And you only think what was right, what was wrong after some time of divorce. When you meet another devil. When you meet another devil, you'll understand what was wrong in the previous one. At least he was better in this, but he's worse in this. And she was better in this, but she's worse in this. So that is what Ketu's capability is. Make you realize what you've done in the past. What was good in the past, what was bad in the past, and then Rahu comes up and says, okay, forget about it. Done cannot be undone, move ahead. That's what Rahu does. That's how Ketu becomes the Karka of separation. So a major event, Naina, for you in this event, in this particular transit, a good transit looks bad because there's formal separation happening, a marriage breaking, but good for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Also, Guruji,
Thank
you.
Ketu is in Ardra Nakshatra, which is end of destruction.
Guru,
So-
yeah, end of destruction. Absolutely. Let me see what Sneh is saying. Mercury will be activated too. Lagna and the 10th house. Of course, yes. Of course, yes. Because see, Mercury will be activated too. Okay. Lagna and the 10th house. Can you elaborate that, Sneha? With what logic?
So Hare Krishna Guruji.
Yeah.
Mars, when Mars will be activated, so it will activate the Mercury that is sitting with it in the 7th house.
Yeah.
And that's Mercury is her Lagna and 10th house. So eventually her Lagna and status or social status.
It will come back. She will regain it.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
But one more thing that can happen to her. Shashankji, please go ahead.
Yeah. So Guruji, what Nehaji said, right? Just continuing that, she is in her Mercury Antardasha as well.
Yeah.
Right. So basic theme, what I see from this transit is, as you rightly said, the marriage, which is the thing, and she, as she said, kind of career focus after that would be kind of be seen from there as well.
Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes.
And Guruji, again a reassociation in 2025 around May, June.
Yeah, but when Saturn comes in the 7th house,
Yeah, and then the dasha will be Rahu Ketu and Venus, which is in Navmansha.
it
From
may be an
more-
association, may not be a marriage.
Association, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah. Certainly yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Raju,
That-
she's saying sorry, Praveenji, please go ahead. I'll read later. for
Sorry,
Raju.
Guruji.
Yeah.
Maybe with some kind of, where she's working or at a workplace or something like that.
Yeah, even that can be activated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and also, see, it's just Rajuji saying she can start earning income through astrology during the transit and can be busy with it. Rajuji, would you elaborate that a bit, please? The 8th house activation, you mean?
Yeah, the 8th house activation and being in the 6th house will keep herself busy during this transit. As a daily routine, I'm pretty sure she'll have a couple of clients if haven't started yet, but I'm sure she will be having clients as well during this transit of 2.5 years. Probably
That
has
has
started
happened.
already. Yeah.
Yes, fantastic.
Yes, that has happened.
And peace at home could be impacted. Be careful, avoid unnecessary argument. That is also correct. There's one more secretive thing can also happen here. What can happen is this can also evoke, physical relations as well. How can you say that? How can you say that there can be an activation of a physical attraction or a physical relationship? How can you say, who will tell me this? From where did I pick this up?
Saturn is looking at the 12th house, which is getting activated, and the 12th Lord is in the 8th house.
Okay, I'll tell you this thing.
No.
Okay, no.
Guruji, it's Venus in 8th. Right. So Mars will activate the Ashwini, Venus through Ashwini.
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell you one secret. You can write this on a piece of a paper because it's a long transit. What is the mating combination of a planet in a kundli? The mating combination of a planet in the kundli is whenever you have Amavasya, sun and moon. What is sun? Father. What is moon? Mother. So whenever sun, moon overlaps the sun, that is where moon loses its identity. Does he have Amavasya yoga here? You see Amavasya yoga here in the 8th house? Okay. So Lagna. Okay, how is Lagna made? When Muni Parashara was making Lagna, he started from Surya in the Lagna, sun in the Lagna. When moon transits over Surya in the Lagna, it is known as Amavasya. Okay. And moon loses its body. Really? No. It does not lose its body. It's actually mating with the Surya. Okay. It actually mates with the Surya. All right. So whenever there is a transit, and if there is a house where you have Amavasya yoga in the chart, everyone will not have Amavasya yoga in the chart. Okay. If you have a Amavasya yoga in the chart, and if that house gets activated, and that house is somewhere around 7th, 8th, or 12th house, or even the 3rd house in your horoscope, there will be activation of physical attractions and physical relationships. Remember this. Amavasya is actually mating of sun and moon. Remember this. And moon loses its identity, because of which the Lagna is born.
Does it matter in the degrees if moon is ahead or behind sun, or it doesn't matter?
See, it is very, very strong if they are on the exact or a very close, degree. Okay, so if it is behind, moon loses its identity more. Right? If it is ahead, it is little better for the moon. Okay, so since it is ahead of Surya, right? She may have someone who could be physically attracted to her, or she may be attracted to someone, right, physically. That infatuation can also start. That is, why did I catch this? Because of the Praveen ji's observation. Praveen ji just said that in 25 beginning, something can come up. So that attraction can come just after the divorce.
Yeah.
Because the 8th house is already active and we have Amavasya dosha there. Amavasya dosha is sun and moon mating. Simple. Remember this. And where is the Trikona Drishti of this sun and moon going? The Kona Drishti. Come on. Where is the Kona Drishti going?
12th house.
12th and 4th.
12th house. Okay, the 12th house. So you understand the 12th house will get activated as well.
So physical relationship also.
So whenever you like someone, you like to spend time with someone in isolation. You do not like to be disturbed. That's what
So
12th
Guruji,
house is. Yeah, sorry, please go ahead.
So Guruji, quick question. So say this is happening in 8th house, right? But say if this Amavasya Yoga was somewhere else, can we say that in relation to that particular bhava, we kind of have no control over our mind because of this Amavasya Yoga?
Absolutely correct. What is the mating? What is the physical relation? You have no control over your mind, you just give up. You are so attracted that you just give up. You lose your identity, who you are. You may regret it later on, but for the moment, you just lose it, who you are. That's what Amavasya dosha is.
So Guruji, just to confirm this thing, so if this is not happening in the 8th, 12th house or in the 3rd house, in any other houses, and if that house gets activated during transit, so it confirms that the meeting will be happening, or
no,
the person will
you haven't heard, Shashankji. You lose your mind there.
Got it.
That's what Shashankji said, and he said it very rightly. You can pick up charts and see. You lose your mind there. You lose your self-control there. You lose it. Yes, Saniji.
Guruji, I have this question. So here we are considering like Saturn's transit to Dhanishta, right? So do we expect like similar flavor if, say, Jupiter was transiting through Dhanishta?
You know what? Saturn is little cheap as compared to Jupiter. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right? So, I mean, if it would have been Jupiter, it could have been a starting of a very spiritual mating. Radha Krishna. या तो तन मिलते हैं, मन मिलते हैं, आत्माएं भी मिलती हैं. जब आत्माएं मिलती हैं तो तन और मन के मिलने की जरूरत ही नहीं होती ना. You understand what I'm saying? Saturn physicality is a very, very laborious labor kind of a mating. Physical attraction is more. Jupiter is atmic attraction. Did you get that point? And it's a very valid question that you've asked, Sunny. Very valid question. Yes, Vivekji.
Yeah, Guruji, here Jupiter is also aspecting this with 9th desire. This
of course, she can get married to the same. That's what Praveen ji is saying. That's what he's saying. He's saying that there could be a marriage.
Guruji, in fact, Jupiter is transiting to my 8th house in April when it's transiting to Aries from Pisces.
Yes, exactly. Even that will expand your 8th house.
Yeah.
You see? Even that is also happening. Okay? Chale, agla chart le. Good. Huh?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you. Thanks. So let me close this. And let me see who's got for Tula. Tula, we've got only one, Nitika Singh. Nitika Singh is here. Nitika Singh is traveling to Vrindavan. Shreya is saying, I am also Tula. Okay, Shreya, we'll take your chart. Shreya ji.
Sir, 31st January.
1 second. So we should all wish you a belated happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
God bless you. I want this MIS to be made. Someone can take the initiative of birthdays. At least we should wish them. Yeah. 31st January
1990.
I don't know who can take this initiative, please. I really feel bad when we have people who are so close and so nice to us and we forget their birthdays. Not good. Okay.
Sir, 2331.
2331.
Yes.
Places.
Delhi.
So the only thing about Delhi which is good is that you were born there, huh?
So that's true. I hate Delhi.
Yes, it has to be true. Okay.
Yeah, sir. So mine is Sadhak, Badha, and Mitra.
Sadhak, Badha, and Mitra. So Mars is Sadhak. Oh, you started traveling?
Yes, sir. Teerth Yatra, Brahman, Govardhan, Dwarkadhish, and now again I'll be going Jagannath Ji.
Oh, very nice. So, I mean, do not forget to send me the prasada, you know. Jagannath Ji prasada, please don't miss it for me.
Okay.
You know, my brain beats there, you know, that's the heart beats there, my brain and heart and soul, everything beats in Puri. It's beautiful. That and must walk barefoot.
Yeah.
That is my request and order to you. The moment you land Puri, okay, you'll not land Puri, you'll land Bhubaneswar. So Bhubaneswar, you will take a taxi, enter Puri.
Yes.
When you step down from the taxi to the hotel to everywhere, you should do it barefoot.
Oh.
Right? All the karmas are burnt. You may have blisters, you may have pain, but just walk barefoot in Puri. Just walk barefoot. Trust me. उससे बड़ा कोई opportunity ही नहीं होता जगन्नाथ पुरी में नंगे पांव चलना. इससे बड़ा कोई opportunity नहीं है जीवन. That's the best thing can happen to someone in life.
Yeah.
That's why what my Guruji used to say all the time. Navneet, पुरी में पैदल चलोगे ना तो सारे जीवन के कर्म सब कट जाए. नंगे पांव चलना. So that Brahman is going to happen.
Yes, sir. That is
New associations can come up. Right? New associations, new relationships, you know, buying something new can come up. You can buy a vehicle.
Okay. Yes.
Right?
We are thinking. We are getting it next
Yes,
year.
you'll get a vehicle.
Yes.
You know, so वो पक्का because Venus activate हो रहा है
Venus
आपका और आपका fourth lord भी तो वहीं बैठा है ना? So your fourth lord is already sitting there. So that can happen here. A lot of planets are getting activated here, right? For you. And then we've got Rahu, which will be activated, and Jupiter. So again, you know, Rahu in the 4th house. You know what does it? You look at Richa Ji's video on Richa Astro Vision. So such a beautiful video. Small, very small, basic things that she's telling. Wherever you have your Rahu, you can't leave things. You can't leave things. If you have Rahu in the 4th house, you cannot leave your mother, you can't leave your home, family, right? So some over possessiveness, you will start feeling.
Yeah.
And you'll start feeling insecure. You don't want to let go things that belongs to your 4th house, right? So wo feeling aapke yahan par aayegi for sure. I can see some renovation can also happen. You want to say something?
Sir, an incident just happened after my Sade Sati and this transit. My mother was like, I'm not talking to anybody. She went into her shell for some reasons. And I was like, I will be there for her, no matter what she says to any of her relatives. And I made her come out of the shell.
Wow.
That is the over possessiveness you were talking.
Yes.
My 4th house activation.
You know, 4th house Rahu will give you, you know, madness for your mother. 4th house Rahu will give you madness for the vehicles. You know, you'll spend half of your income on vehicles. You love luxurious cars.
Yes.
You know, if you have a small gastric pain in the chest, you'll run to a doctor ki aapko heart attack aa gaya.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yes,
4th house Rahu will do.
Okay.
You know, you're so possessive about your heart, about your mother, about the comfort, about your home, you know, about your vehicles. That's what this, and you know what is fourth house? Fourth house is Krishna.
Oh, okay.
Fourth house is where your Krishna live.
Okay.
Everyone's fourth house is Krishna. So people, whenever the fourth house will be activated, you people will become extensively attracted and dedicated to Krishna. You see, you're doing almost all the Vishnu temples and Krishna
All
temples.
Vishnu temples. And now we'll go to Rameshwaram also.
Fourth house is pure Krishna.
Pure Krishna.
You will only visit Vishnu temples or Krishna temples.
Only Vishnu temples. That's it. The hard devotee of Krishna. Yes.
That's what will happen.
Even when in my Antardasha, Venus and Rahu Antardasha, that is the only period I went into Bhakti. Only Krishna Bhakti, nothing else. It was like from 0 to 100.
Yeah. And look at
Now
the nakshatra of Rahu, Shravana.
Shravana.
Again, look at the nakshatra of Surya, Shravana.
Yes.
So eventually you got to be little careful with your children.
Okay.
Right? Their health, their studies, you know, their creativity. You have to work on them.
Yeah.
I mean, they can give you some sort of stress and tension. Guys, more inputs. Because when you look at things, you look at things in various proportions. So who want to say something on this? Now you're my Jyotish Bhushan students, right? You can predict. I'm so happy that you people are giving such intelligent inputs.
So my 7th house is activating, 11th house is activated, and 2nd house is activated.
Yes.
10th house also.
Yes.
इनका तो काफी activated लग रहा है.
Sorry?
काफी चीजें.
Yeah.
Because a lot of planets are in the third house now.
Yeah.
There are many things going on.
Even the ascendant is in Chitra Nakshatra. That is Mars.
Again, the Mangala.
Yeah.
You know what happens when Lagna gets activated? Can somebody tell me?
Start thinking about.
Now, whenever
Mentally
Lagna,
feeling strong.
no, not at all. I'll tell you what. When Lagna gets activated, you need immediate guidance. I must tell you that. In Kali Yuga, write this on a piece of a paper. Whenever the Lagna will get activated, you need immediate guidance. Simple. So people whose Lagna is activated, they will come for consultations to me. The moment I see someone has booked a consultation, for sure in a transit, the Lagna is activated. Because you are emotional about your Lagna. Everyone is emotional about his or her Lagna. And when you are emotional about a thing, you lose the logic behind your life. And when you lose logic, or you lost your logic, you need guidance. That is what happens. You are not rishis, right? You're not devatas that you'll have a very intense and a highly exalted lagnas. No. Whenever lagna is activated, the first thing is just go to your guru. Just bow down your head on the lotus feet of your guru. Your transit will be taken care of. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The moment lagna gets activated because of a harsh transit, be it Rahu, be it Saturn, just go under the lap of your guru. Just go and sit and just say, Guruji, I need your blessings. Just visit your guru, just talk to your guru, take some guidance, and the transit will be taken care of. Lagna is Vargottam in D9. Lagna Vargottam in D9 is nobody can destroy your intelligence. Nobody can kill you. It's like good longevity. It's good longevity of your brain, your mind, and the ideas will remain. So Lagna Vargottama is like Krishna. It's good. It's fantastic.
Even the ascendant lord is Vargottam and it's Atma Karka.
Yes. So Deepthi, anything from Finland?
So Guruji, quick question. So she's in the Venus Mahadasha,
Yeah.
which is Vipat Mahadasha.
Yeah.
Venus is Vargottam in D9 and D1.
Yeah.
And retrograde is. So
Yeah.
how do we kind of
She's going
connect
through a
that?
major transformation of devotion. She's going back and forth, back and forth. That's what is happening with her. She's going back and forth.
But day by day, her parakram is and communication is going to increase, Shashankji, 100%.
See, what is happening is, what kind of a vipatti she's getting is that she's not going ahead with the force that she should go ahead. There are distractions here.
Yeah, flow.
But on the
Because
same time, what is Venus? Venus is lord of the 8th house. Jyotisha came in her life. Venus is the Lagna lord as well. And it is in the house of Prakram, but retrograde.
Slow progress.
She got arrogant in her last birth with her knowledge. She has to revise that again. There was arrogance of the Lagna. No issues, Sunny, you can leave. No issues. Yes, Miss Finland. You want to say something?
Because she's Chitra Nakshatra, if she starts writing the name of Krishna, like it's quite a good remedy because then she can concentrate and get more devotion.
Yes, Chitra is like making, you can either make a picture of Krishna, or you can start writing the word Krishna. That's a beautiful remedy for Chitra. That's beautiful remedy for Chitra. Make a picture. Barinder, make beautiful pictures of Krishna. He gave one to me. It's always right behind me. That's a very beautiful Krishna I've got. So he's taken care of his Chitra Nakshatra.
So one thing that is lacking after this transit, I want to tell you if there's a solution. There is a lack of focus in many aspects of my life.
Simply do Purnima Vrata.
Okay.
Because you know what, with this transit, you've started your Sadhasati.
Yeah.
The moon is in clutch.
Okay.
Just start Purnima Vrata immediately. 6th house moon, 12th house moon, 8th house moon, Purnima Vrata. Satyanarayan Katha, Purnima Vrata, avoid salt. That's it. The focus will be back.
Tomorrow is Purnima.
Yes.
Tomorrow is.
Of course, tomorrow is Purnima. Just do it.
Okay, perfect. I'll do.
Just do it.
Okay.
Manas ऊपर क्या देख रहा है? चांद निकला है क्या? Manas is looking up.
He's thinking.
But he's looking smart, you know.
And Richaji also specified gemstones. Yeah, I purchased after the gemstone workshop. I was desiring, and one person met me. He gave me silver with a Ketu. So moon Ketu combination, and moon is also in parent house. Nice after 9th. So after that, things have elated in my spirituality, and Venus, Jupiter, and Navansha together. So I'm wearing a diamond ring in gold.
That is
So
okay.
these two things I started.
Moon, pearl is very important for you.
Pearl, yeah. Okay.
You see that the gemstone workshop. I mean, it is
Yes.
working miracles for a lot of people.
Yes, Guruji, 100%.
I mean, the people that I'm getting feedbacks that they've done this, they wrote this, they suggested this, and it is fantastic. The people have started getting results for those who were waiting for 10 years, 20 years. Immediately, these things have started moving for them. Yes, Vivek.
Yeah, Guruji, this here in 5th Bhava, we have Arudha Agna and Bhrigu Bindu point also.
Yeah.
So what this transit will bring?
She will bring a lot of mantra shastra, a lot of dedication towards children. She will be, she'll be displayed with what she's from inside. People will start understanding that she is one who is spiritual, who does a lot of mantras, right? So her Arudha will shine with this for sure. So whenever Saturn moves over your Arudha, it is going to shine. People will start recognizing you. And she'll have to put a lot of hard work into it. Okay.
Okay.
Nita, you want to say something or no?
No, I kind of lost my thought. I had something, but it's fine. I'll talk to
Okay.
her.
So I think in minus 15 degrees, people lose thoughts, right? Are you in minus
Yeah,
15?
it's so cold.
Okay. It's minus 15 and you feel minus 23, right?
Yeah, outside temperature feels like minus 23.
Okay. It's minus 15 here. And
Oh.
Dipti, what is there in the Finland?
Minus 4 degrees.
Just the minus 4. Just the minus 4.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
minus 20 for me.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
And
So
feels like
we're on the
minus
same
30.
boat.
Oh wow. We are at a better place.
Yes.
And see, we're discussing Saturn and we're discussing cold. You see, we're discussing minus temperatures and we're discussing Saturn. That's the energy. That's the blessing that we get here. Okay.
Today the energy is more. The Saturn nakshatra is there and Vara Shakti is also Saturn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saturn, Saturn, Saturn. And you know what? Look what color I'm wearing.
Bluish black.
It's all Saturn, Saturn, Saturn. You see, that's how it is.
Okay, sir, one thing I wanted to ask,
Yeah.
after this, it is my badha.
Yeah.
In
Kuch
that.
nahi hoga. You do Krishna mantras,
Shadvishnu.
right? Do Krishna mantras, okay?
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Because this mantra covers both the solar and the lunar energy of every planet. Every planet has two energies.
Yes.
The solar energy and the lunar energy. This is the only mantra that covers the both. All the 9 planets have this Shiva Shakti solar and lunar energies. During the day, the planet works through solar energy. During the night, planet works through the lunar energy. So this mantra takes care of your day as well as the night. And dhayyas, sadasatis, they do not impact. Keep singing. You're gonna travel more. You're gonna enjoy more. You're gonna experience your life, okay, rather than living your life. When you do mantras, you experience your life. You don't live your life, okay? And experiencing life is 1,000 times better than living life, okay?
Yes, sir.
You know, I got this feeling after my Tirupati Balaji trip. I was talking to Richa ji. Richa was saying me, Navneet, kya farak aaya? Kya hua? And I'm going to share this divine, feeling with you. I'm sorry I'm getting a little distracted, but that's my nature. Right? I get distracted in the classes, and I can't control that. Okay. So what did happen to me was what I realized when I was flying to Tirupati from, of course, from Punjab to Mumbai and from Mumbai to Tirupati. Every time there was a flight going, I had a fear in my mind. You know, I had fear of, going from a very harsh temperature to a very, like here when I started from Punjab, it was 4-5 degrees that day. When I landed in Mumbai, it was 32 degrees. So change of season. Like, so I was a little scared that I might not get well. And then it was a very tiring trip. Whole day traveling, whole night, woke up, 2:30 a.m. darshans and everything that was happening. So, 4 o'clock, we were entering the, Tirupati. We got very beautiful darshans. The moment I came out, I stood by myself, then we sat at a place for some time. One thing that happened to me, and which I can tell each one of you, that if you have this kind of, problem in your life, Tirupati is the place. One thing that happened to me was that all the fears of my life just went away. What I realize is that Shiva can give you mental peace. Shiva can give you meditation. Shiva can give you ability to isolate. And that is very easy, okay? That's easy to isolate, to give up on things and go. But Vishnu ji will make you brave. Because what is the CEO of a company? He's the bravest, is the bravest person. Why? Because he's the one who's going to take all the decisions. His decision making ability should be good. To have a good decision making ability, you got to be brave. So when you do Vishnu mantras, when you visit Vishnu temples, one thing is for sure, that you're going to become super brave. You'll not care about what is happening. Even if you lose yourself or someone, you will start experiencing that life. Jo hoga dekha jayega. That's what you get out of Tirupati Balaji. You know why the name is Bala? Did you know? The Bala has come from the word Bala. And when you talk of the Bala, it's not the physical, obviously it's not the physical strength, it's the mental strength that you talk about. And the moment all the travels after that, all the visits after that, all the flights, I was enjoying, more. I had more strength to look at things. And then I said, Jo hoga dekha jayega. That's it. Done. At times when you have problems, tragedies in your life, you feel scared of certain things in life. You feel insecure. But I think if you visit such places, Shriya, the Vishnu temples, all your fears of your life will be gone. My family can see it. My mother can see it. My children can see that he's fearless. He's gone to a different world. He's not afraid. He's not scared. Nothing is happening. The only problem that I was facing was I was so possessive and so scared about everything, about you people, about classes, about this, that. It's gone. It's over. It's over. All I'm thinking is thinking for the moment that this is it. I cannot. So that is the quality of Vishnuji. You can only become a preserver of this universe if you are fearless. If you have fear, you will not be able to take decisions for each one of you. He cannot sign it. Shashank, you want to say something?
No, Guruji, I mean, I can kind of relate to what you were saying, and I haven't been to Tirupati, but now it's like just want to go there once.
It makes you fearless. Simple. Any Vishnu temple, especially I've been to a lot of Krishna temples, but the moment you enter the Vishnu temple, it will, make you fearless. If you have any fear of finance, fear of family, fear of health, fear of dying, fear of living, you'll be out of it immediately, within 10 seconds. He'll take you out of this and he'll make you a real CEO. That go
And also,
execute your life. Yeah, sorry, please.
sorry, Guruji. And also, I would like to add to it, like if we chant Vishnu Sahasranam, I have seen this, like slowly, a person becomes fearless by chanting the Vishnu Sahasranam as well.
Of course, yes. And the students who were with me, we were all the time chanting and speaking the glories of Vishnu Sahasranam. Whole way, I was listening to Vishnu Sahasranama as well. I heard it for 3-4 times. And when I checked in the room, Rajeshwar was with me. So me and Rajeshwar were listening to Vishnu Sahasranama. We heard it twice, and we did a beautiful consultation. There was an emergency consultation that was booked. So all these students got opportunity to sit with me and give the consultation. Right. So they all sat with me, and then they looked at how I give the consultation. They were giving the inputs, and we did around 7 to 8. I mean, I usually don't believe in predictions, but we did 7 to 8 predictions during that particular consultation, and that was all bang on. So I said, like, what a strength we've got. We got 4-5 students here, and it was like unimaginable. So that's the power of Tirupati, Trimula. That is something which is phenomenal. Okay, and it's a must visit. If you people want something that you're scared of, you're feeling, fearful, just go there. Okay, that is the difference between doing Jyotirlingas. Okay, Jyotirlingas will make you, very, very pure, make you infinite, right? These are not the terms of Kali Yuga. Okay, Kali Yuga terms are execution. A lot of people come to me every day and say, we have this plan, that plan, but we can't execute. Nothing is working. The execution is not there. So the execution will start with Vishnu Darshan. That's what Vishnu Sahasranama does. As Mr. Saha said that it will make you brave. Of course, it will make you brave. Of course, it will take you out of the grief. And will give you mukti as well as the bhukti. That is the beauty of Vishnu Sahasranama. You want to live in spirituality, but you need to be rich and comfortable as well. So if you want to be rich, if you want to be comfortable, and you want mukti, moksha, the only remedy is Vishnu Sahasranama. There's no other remedy. No other remedy. Of course, Jagannath ji is Vishnu ji. Of course. Yes, Naina. Just unmute yourself.
Sir, I just want to share one of my experiences, and I started doing my worship from Vishnu Sahasranama, and gradually I moved into a Shiva awakening. And while I was chanting Om Namah Shivaya, I was not feeling complete. So I combined Om Namo Narayan and Om Namah Shivaya. I've been chanting it from last 6 months, and I have seen that miracles happening with me. I've kind of gained that power, like ab kuch bacha nahi hai, that I can get over that. So that was one of the experience I had in combining
what?
Om Namo
I'll
Narayan.
tell you one thing. When you have people going against you, right? The only mantra that you can chant is Ram. Everything went against Ram. Everything. And he's the one who survived, and he survived in the most idealistic way. He was not like Krishna. Krishna was completely unforgivable. Krishna did not forgive anyone. Trust me, he never. Rama was, in the end, he was saying, okay, I'll forgive you. When you want forgiveness from Mother Nature, when the time is not forgiving you, just chant Ram, Ram, Ram. एक सांस में 3 बार बोलना है. कितनी बार बोलना है? 3 times in one breath, which is equal to chanting one Vishnu Sahasranama. Ram, Ram, Ram. Take a breath. Ram, Ram, Ram. 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 I have done Vishnu Sahasranama 5 times right now. Can you believe this? When everything goes against you, just say Ram. Just say Ram. Things will start falling in place. Okay? Can we do a Scorpio Lagna? Who's got Scorpio here? We got 2 people. Let me check. Who's got Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio? We got Arpita and Nathraj Krishna. Arpita is there? We got Arpita? Not there. Krishna, Natraja. We have Krishna, Natraja here. These 2 people have asked for.
I'm also
Guruji, there are
Scorpio.
some.
Who's Scorpio Lagna?
I'm
I
also
am.
Scorpio, Guruji.
Supriyo.
Yes,
Oh,
Guruji.
Nantaji is also Scorpio. So we'll do it for Supriyo today. As a new entry. Is a new member in our Jyotish Bhushan family. So I hope it is okay with you on YouTube, Supriyo.
Yes, Guruji.
Okay, that's important to ask. Okay. So why don't you okay,
Yes,
one second. Let me
Supriyo.
just write your name. Supriyo. Please give me your measurements.
Yeah, it's 3rd September.
3rd September
1990. Nadia
Okay.
district.
अरे भैया टाइम तो बता दो डिस्ट्रिक्ट पे
Oh,
बात
sorry.
में
Yeah. It's 12:45 p.m.
Nice position of Surya, huh? 9:45 p.m. Yeah. What is the district?
Yeah.
Maharashtra?
No, it's Nadia, West Bengal.
Oh, West Bengal. See, I told you nice position of the Surya. Huh? Okay. So here we got is a Scorpio Lagna. Okay. Short-tempered, impulsive guy. Okay. We got, where's the transit happening? It's happening in the 4th house. Okay. And is Janma Nakshatra is Mars, Mangala. So it is Janma. Then we got Sampat and Vipat, correct?
Yes, Guruji.
Okay. So any plans of doing construction or renovation or buying home or any changes at home?
Here is the strange thing, Guruji. What is happening is that my sister is an NRI and she is buying a property in West Bengal, but I will be the the proprietor. No, like I will be the caretaker. The power of attorney will be with me, and I will be doing all the things on behalf of her.
And is she your
And
younger
in the
sister or a elder sister?
elder sister.
Elder sister.
Yes.
Okay. So let me see the Mangala from the Kona Drishti. You see, first thing, what is happening is the association in the 7th house. So association, Kona Drishti, going to the 11th house, your elder sibling, right? You see the association with the 11th house here, the elder
Yes,
sibling,
Guruji.
and the 4th house is related to property, home. This will happen and this will go very smooth. Okay. What else is getting activated? Rahu in the 3rd house. Something new, in your job, in your work, beginning. You just began with a few courses with us. It is a new beginning, right? So that's another, and then a lot of learning is gonna come. It's a Shravana. You're listening to us a lot. You must be listening a lot of my previous classes as well.
Yes, Guruji. I'm going through the videos.
Lot of them. Shravana is happening here. Okay, so the 7th house is getting activated, 6th house is getting activated, Lagna is getting activated. You should meet Guru, you should listen to Guru, you took the consultation, that you might take more consultations, you might do personal, conversations with the teacher, with the gurus, even that is going to happen.
I'm
Okay.
going to meet the Guruji. Like recently, it is like from the heart. I found the Guru, the Shri Hit Maharaj in the Vrindavan. I'm going to next
Oh, they're
month to meet him.
spiritual guru. See, you'll meet him. That's what the Lagna activation is doing. And then the Jupiter Ketu, it's a fantastic, it's kind of a dhwaja, that you're gonna have. So that is again going to be a milestone, and there'll be long distance travels also. So you
Going to Rameshwaram, as you said, for the
oh,
Shivalinga,
so you're going
concept you said.
Rameshwaram as well.
Yeah. And also Vrindavan.
Oh, see,
And
long
in
distance
the
travels
March
are,
only.
yeah, they all are getting active here. Okay. Also, you got to be careful with your mother's health. Okay.
Yeah, recently only, just last week only, she fell directly from standing and she just fell on the floor. But luckily, it was just on a bed type structure was there and she fell on it. And this, I was praying, I was chanting the Vishnu Sahasranam. At that time, she fell, and like I thought, like Narasimha, they've just saved her.
Yes, that's very important. Take care of your mother, and I would request you to do one Rudra Abhishek every month from now onwards. Right? Do it for your mother, do it for yourself. That is very, very important for you. Extremely important. You know what? Your moon is in the third house. The problem with the moon in the third house is that there are like deadly things that can happen to your mother, first of all. Right. Second thing, the problem with the moon in the third house is you take a lot of hastily decisions. You at times need things so quickly.
I agree to this, Guruji.
The moon in the third house is a hasty moon. It's a very hasty moon. He needs the things to be done quickly. Abhi karo. Ya abhi karta hu. Let's take a decision right now. That's where the problem is. Avoid yourself from any hasty decisions, because obviously you're in the last day of your Sadhasati as well. Your moon is still in the clutches. Also, you can have a lot of mental peace destroyed in this time. Even though you're traveling to various places, it will be like sudden speculations in your mood. Like for 2 days, you'll be happy and you'll be very, very focused in your sadhana and classes. And one day will be a really bad day where you'll feel like crying whole day. Okay, even such things will happen. But if you are a devotee of Vishnu, you have your sadhanas in place, you'll come over these feelings. Be very careful with the mother. Your mother can come up and tell you that she has some strange dreams coming in, so she can tell you that she just saw something very strange. Even she can see pitris.
She most frequently, like from a very long time, she says that she sees her father and other relatives as well who are now not here on this.
You know what? When moon is in the third house, mother will have dreams of the pitris. The mother will have the dreams of the pitris and give her a remedy. Pickle, achar.
Yes.
Achar. Ask her to cook 2 chapatis in the morning, 2 paranthas, and keep some pickle on that parantha and give it to someone who comes to collect the dust beans at your home. Feed that person.
Okay.
The garbage collector that comes, give him 2 paranthas and keep a pickle on that parantha and give it to that. So she'll get the blessings of the pitris.
Okay.
This is one remedy that you must do.
So, Hare Krishna sir, want to say something?
Sure.
I think the paranthas are to be made a night before.
You can make that as well. Yes, that is another better, an addition to it. So if you can make the parantha night before and then give it in the morning.
Guruji, can someone give on behalf of her? Like she is now 70 plus and both kidneys are failing.
Of course you can give. Just get it touched from her hand. Make a parantha, उनको हाथ लगा दें और आप दे दो.
Okay, Guruji.
Okay. Important, na? So, ladies and gentlemen, inputs, please. What all inputs do you have here?
Up to August, he has to take care of her health.
Yeah.
That is very important of this year.
Yeah.
That's really very tough time for her.
Yes.
Guruji, in next coming 4 to 5 days, Sun will be transiting over his moon. So I think in next 4 to 5 days, it's going to be a little more critical time period where she can face some troubles.
Yes, of course.
Because it's creating a kind of a Amavasya yoga, and it's like moon is getting
more afflicted. Yeah. So that's one day, but then Amavasya yoga can be easily taken care of if he's doing Vishnu Sahasranama every day. So, I mean, if you're doing Vishnu Sahasranama every day, well, all these Chandra doshas and the Amavasya doshas, they don't bother you much.
I want to add something, Guruji. Like it has started like recently after the consultation from you. I started the journey from loving Krishna. Then suddenly I moved to the like the real form of Vishnuji, which is in the Sheshnag when where the Lakshmi ji is sitting towards her leg, and then it spiked to a next level. Like I can't see anything apart from like Ma Lakshmi or Radha ji. Like this is from where it's I started feeling more connected towards Shri Hit Maharaj ji in Vrindavan, and it's getting like possessive. I'm getting more and more possessive about Radha ji.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. That's beautiful. Parul is asking, change of job. Any plans for the change of
Um,
job?
Not change of job, but yeah, since you gave the consultation, like if I get a good learning from here, I may start doing in the astrology thing only. Since you during the consultation you said that
Yeah, so that
this
is a
is the
change of
mainstream.
job, no? That's a change of
Yes,
a job. So
yes.
something new beginning, that's what Parul meant, especially in profession.
Yeah, so
And
I'm
he
planning
can
about
earn
it.
also from that.
Sorry?
Some kind of an income generation on the daily wages thing can happen through astrology.
Of course, yes. The seventh house is getting activated here because of the
And
Dhanishta. Yeah.
also, I want to add like it suddenly after the Shiva mantra and this concept of Rameshwaram, which you have
Yeah,
taught
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
J9.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
During the consultation, I asked you like, should I be going towards politics? And you said that there will be one thing like fights will be there, so it will be a difficult path. But I don't know. I'm feeling more fearless, and it's the spiritual power. I'm thinking of joining it, and I want to make it and see how far I can go.
Yeah, of course, that spirit of fighting will come, and especially after April, you'll feel much more better after the transit of your Jupiter in the sixth house.
Okay.
Right. Even that will activate certain yogas for you for politics. Jupiter in the sixth house, ladies and gentlemen, people will push you in politics because he's going to touch your Rahu sitting there. Okay. Any other observations, ladies and gentlemen? A good manthan is happening.
See, I don't know politics, but uh, up to Jupiter Dasha, he will have lot of association. There is no doubt about it. He will earn money also. The parakram and communication will also increase. But Saturn Dasha
You know
not
what?
not
According to
good.
me, his Jupiter Dasha in the ninth house, Jupiter exalted and being a Yogakara Graha has given him immense amount of pain in his Jupiter Dasha. I must
I
tell you.
agree. I agree. You explained me during this
I
consultation.
told him,
now.
see, these fancy looking placements will give you a lot of pain, I'm telling you. Why do you people forget that we are in Kali Yuga? That's where the problem. We are in Kali Yuga. I'm in politics, corporate. This Jupiter is not helping him. This Jupiter is taking him where he's going next month to Vrindavan. That is what Jupiter, expect out of him here. Fantastic Venus, fantastic Jupiter. You'll have great success. You'll have great marriage. You're not getting it. You'll not get it. I'm sorry. Not good. He's learning Vishnu Sahasranama. He's learning mantras. He's going to temples. He is getting into devotion. This guy wanted to be a great politician. This guy is an impulsive guy. He had temperament issues with him. He used to take hasty decisions. And in this Jupiter Venus Antara Dasha, I took consultation from me. And I've told him it has to go hand in hand. You first satisfy Jupiter, then wait for your turn. Come in the good books of Jupiter first, so that at least this dasha is not suffocating for you. And we don't only look at this, we look at Jupiter in the Navamsha. Look at his 8th house. He has Nija doshas. He has Nija doshas in the previous life. The doshas that you do because of your own karma, personal karma. I mean, it was not will of the God. There are certain karmas, that 10% bracket where you do all the nonsense. And if you do that some severe nonsense in the past, you get Jupiter in the 8th house in the Navamsha. Go watch any of these. These people, and that is why he got to be very careful with his lower back issues. You can have issues with the lower back.
Yeah, I'm having this because of sitting long time doing the mantras, chantings for 2.5 hours. So it started affecting the back portion.
It will affect. I mean, we do mantras. A lot of people do mantras sitting. It doesn't affect. But the Jupiter in the 8th house, you will have issues with the lower back. Any planet opposite to Sun, you'll have problems with the lower back. I taught you this thing, isn't? Okay. Exalted Jupiter is 4th bhava transit of Saturn. There's also Atma Karak. That's why peace of mind getting disturbed while 4th bhava. Of course, yes. Peace of mind is disturbed, and he should be very careful with his his cholesterol and everything. So you should be careful with your cardiac health as well.
Yeah, I'm leaving things right now. I have left the last thing which was there, the onion and garlic. I have left it from the J9 class when you explained that it belongs to Rahu and Ketu.
You know what? Supriyo, we RVA people are very infectious. We are extremely infectious people. We make people leave so many things, and their families go against. Being in West Bengal, you've left your onion and garlic where they consider fish to be vegetarian. So I don't know what your family must be going through, but then that's where this Rudra Vedic Academy is extremely infectious. It will make people leave certain things that they've been eating and enjoying for years, and they get into bhakti and the mantra. That's what this RVA is all about. And I've been so happy.
Yeah, sorry for cutting, Guruji. I think if anyone comes to know the way you have explained, like why we should leave these things, like Jagannath Ji is in the center of our heart, the Anahata Chakra. If we consume from our throat, everything goes above him. So after like understanding this concept, I think anyone could leave if he or she respects the religion.
Absolutely. It's not about even religion. It's about your internal feeling. God has no religion. Jagannath Ji has no religion. He is the ultimate. He is the ultimate, supreme. He is the Nath of Kali Yuga. Okay? So we can do one more if you want, because then you've got another class in 15 minutes. I need a breather for 10 minutes at least. I think we have only 3 minutes, so I don't think we'll be able to do it.